It's like he's still here.
Not here.
But he's
Where
not.
is he? Where is Max Simpson?
Bora Bora.
We back, baby.
Are we?
Back like we never left. Welcome in the PHNX Rising podcast. It's your boys. We are here, as we are all here every week, consistently,
Max, hang on
never
a minute.
missing anything.
Can I just ask, Max? Because
Yeah, but of course.
I'm basing it off people of Twitter obviously know a lot of things here.
They do.
How was Safford, mate?
Is that the one that won the poll?
Yeah, where is Max on vacation this week?
Yeah.
Was it
Safford,
Kingman
Arizona.
the week before?
Yeah, I was
I
going to
believe
say
it was
Kingman.
Kingman previously.
Wow. Yeah, I actually can't recall going to those places.
Really?
Yeah, no. But
Oh, that's because of his old age. His memories
Makes
failing
sense.
on
That
him.
makes sense.
anyway, yes, of course I am Max, the Adman Simpson. To my left, your right, we have Owain, the Oracle Evans. To my right, your left, we have Rees, the
See, people are
stat lackey.
shocked that you exist.
Rees, the stat lackey, the
Max,
glizzy guzzler.
We have a gift to you
the
since you're back.
hot
We
dog
have
helper.
your favorite candy,
brand
Almond Joy.
redacted, brand redacted,
Almond Joy,
brand
his
redacted,
favorite
brand
candy
redacted.
produced by Hershey's
Hey.
company, whatever.
Hey,
Yeah, we got to celebrate it because the Jägermeister
There's
Cup
your
final
favorite
just
cup.
happened. as
Candy.
well,
Eat
you
it.
know?
No, eat it, Max. Eat it for the people.
we get
Eat the Almond
we get
Joy.
20 likes. I'll eat this. No,
No,
problem.
20 likes. Your favorite candy.
It's inflating. Earlier it was 15.
Appreciate everyone. It's very nice to see everyone. Yes, the Wilsons, we're back. We're back. Yes, man, Wilson, just a little slight excuse for one of the weeks. Yes, I'm.
You get those likes coming in, guys, because we do need Max to eat the arm.
Now,
I do
Max,
appreciate it. Yeah, I'm.
what's your excuse for not eating almond joy again?
yeah,
Sorry.
I'm a married man. Got married.
What does that have to do with the almond joy, though?
Nothing. You're no.
Okay. Congrats, but
Thank you so much. I
eat the
appreciate
almond
it.
joy.
Yeah, got married a couple
Wait,
weeks back.
after all those performances on the pod, it finally happened.
Performances.
You know, I mean, we've had those discussions before, Max.
What do
When
you
you
mean?
when you give messages to Sam through the pod, I mean, like,
She's
know.
she's come on here and vouched for me, sort of. But
she says you run your mouth all the time.
yeah, big as a watermelon. We
Because
know.
of what? Yeah, she did. Yeah, she
Yeah,
just
we
grabbed
know.
your
Well, yeah, I wore her down. She married me. Here we are. Yeah.
Was your cake just one big
Simpsons-
almond joy?
Simpsons were here.
Was it just one
Buddy,
big
you
almond?
gotta get off this almond joy kick.
Eat
But
the almond
anyway,
joy.
it is nice to.
If you eat the almond joy, he'll stop.
That's crazy. Nah, I'm good.
He knows how we go off the rails as soon as Max comes back.
Yeah, we were a productive
It is
podcast.
We were a
very-
very productive
No,
pod. Mark.
yeah, it's nice to be back. Thank you very much, Amanda Wilson. Appreciate you very much. Good to see everyone. You know what?
I must say
it was,
the likes are kind of starting
it
to
was-
shoot up right now. I'm
actually,
not.
it's actually kind of terrifying. I did say like 25 or 30.
No, you didn't. You said 15 originally.
No, I said 20. I
You've
said
changed
20
it to
live. I
20
said
since
live.
we got on.
I said 20 on live.
He's such a- this
Stop
guy's
it. No,
such
you
a-
can't stop me with the bots.
I'm just going through all the accounts I've got
You
liking
can't
it
add
right
bots. No,
now. They're
that's
not
bots.
bots, Max.
I
They're not
already know
bots.
this. That's crazy. Anyway,
They're
well,
not bots, Max,
we're gonna-
because
we're-
I'm doing it.
we're
so
talking.
that's not
we're
bots.
talking. That's messed up. We're talking about one of the highest of highs that I've experienced to probably. Well, I can't even say the lowest of lows of Phoenix Rising because it's really just an everyday.
It's the same every week.
It's the same every week.
No, it's not. To be fair, they were. It's quite funny because I actually think in some ways they were better, and it came with a worse outcome.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I said last week that the game against New Mexico away in the league was probably Rising's best performance in terms of executing a game plan. And I have to agree with that again for this weekend. But then you go out and just concede a penalty like that. It just felt very Phoenix Rising, peak Phoenix Rising ball in that moment.
I mean, especially in the given the lack of real chances, generated, lack of the flow of the game, and especially knowing the situation of like, dude, you are just draw central. That's what you pretty much have done week in and week out. You're needing to get a win to give yourself some breathing room, and go and, I mean, at least you're heading for, hey, it's yet another point, and yet you go and concede a penalty late. We were kind of talking about it a bit. I mean, you guys seem pretty convinced. Penalty, yeah?
I thought it was a penalty, yeah. And again, right, I said this in the article I put up afterwards. And look, if you ask me, is it more likely a penalty than not? To me, yes. However, even though it is a little bit soft, I just think there's enough there. At the same time, you'd also have to remember, I think there was a more obvious shout for a penalty at the end of the last game against New Mexico in the league in Albuquerque. That one would have cost Rising 2 points. So I think as much as you don't want to lose to them, it's actually beneficial to Rising that this happened in this game rather than one that would have cost them actually another point, especially given how tight things are at the bottom.
It's quite the spin zone, but that works. I mean, Rees, what's your kind of take on everything?
I don't know. It was just a very interesting match where you look at the starting 11 and you go, oh dear, who is going to create the chances? Because Carl Saint was playing as a 10 when we've typically seen him play either as a 6, where he hasn't been that great with the ball, at least, and as a center back. And to be honest, I'm not going to say it worked because realistically it didn't. They didn't score. But in terms of what they did when they were out of possession, I think Rising had one of their best games in the midfield third and defensive third that we've seen, just because they were committed to man marking some of New Mexico's top players like Zico Bailey, Mukwele Akale, and they did not look lost. They didn't lose players, which we've tuned in this podcast before. You've read any of the articles. You know that Rising has been kind of infamous for losing men, whether it's, at the back post, whatever. This game, they didn't do that. And it's unfortunate that it ended like it did.
Yeah, 100%. We've seen it multiple times throughout the season, right? I mean, I think you kind of are watching that match, and New Mexico very much, kind of took it to Rising. They were kind of definitely in terms of like the field tilt and advancing forward, carrying the ball forward. It gave them maybe a little bit less space to run in behind, but I'm seeing Ryballs in the chat, right? We were awful. Possession plan was smack in the channel, kind of like late era Sanchez ball. I mean, it's definitely like when you are kind of under siege in the way that
Max.
What's up?
Read that again.
Chance ball.
I don't even know what I said. It's been a minute, a little rusty. Yes.
Later.
Offer him the glasses.
Yeah, thank you. Later, chance ball. But I mean, I think given how, oh my god, dude, you're blind.
I'm not that blind.
It hurts my given how Rising has kind of
technically shown as 19 an hour.
Given how Rising has been kind of pushed back in this match, I think. I don't know. It is kind of tough, especially trying to counter, especially knowing that you maybe don't have the personnel to quite, have the right guys out there to kind of counter as you need to. It's unfortunate how the penalties conceded, but I think it's also too, like, you got to be in the stage of like, you're trying to win. You're trying to push forward and be a bit more on the front foot. It's like just demoralizing. I feel it's like, I don't know, like it's demoralizing, but it's also been like, this is kind of what we've come to expect a bit with this game. That's a tough one.
I agree with that. And to be honest, I think that in a vacuum, or not in a vacuum, but if this game had been played in like a March, April, or May, you're taking a lot more positives out of this, just because for 95 minutes or however long it was until the penalty, it was a good performance, just didn't have the aspect in the final third, mainly because they just didn't have the bodies available. And then, but you have this in October, September, obviously this game was October, where you're dropping points like that. That's where it stings so much. And you can't look at the performance, you have to look at the result at this time of the season.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? Is we've kind of said before, you'd rather see them right now actually play poorly and get more points.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, moral victories.
22 likes, Max.
Nice. 22 likes. You better get in here.
Eat Dom, enjoy, Max.
He's opened it as well.
Yeah,
you did make a promise there, Max.
Yeah. You also use bots.
No, it's 22 likes, Max.
Look at people in the face.
That's not a bot.
It's not a bot.
Max, do you understand what a bot is? I tell you what, Max is showing his age. We got Mr. Boomer over here.
Right, I liked it. Am I a bot?
Yeah, is he a bot?
You're a machine. Nice. James Wilson, how come it doesn't matter what players we have or what coach we have? We always are in the position at the end of the season. I think that's the really
that's the last 4 years.
That's the really big question.
That's the really big question. At the end of the day, Rising weren't doing great in the Huang era year. However, I think they were more comfortably in the playoffs at this point. Yeah. We actually got to a point where the last 2 games or so, you're still saying, "Ooh, could they maybe make a push to get a home playoff?"
It's highly doubtful,
right?
but at least they were solidified.
You didn't feel risky about
No.
them dropping out altogether. Last year, you did until late. This year, right now, you really feel a bit iffy about whether they're going to drop out or not. Obviously, the incident there with more with the Chance Guerra kind of mixed year there because the team that Chance led it was not good enough. And Juan Guerra comes in late in the year and tries to pick up the pieces, and it was a bit too late, really, at that point. Yeah, it's not great. I mean, as you look at what you'd hope to see progression year on year, I don't think you see it.
No.
And it's not great, is it? I mean, it feels as though, again, to me, and forgive me for kind of bleating on an old topic here. We've discussed this before, I'm sure. We will discuss it more later. But when you have a sporting director, the whole point is meant to be a degree of continuity. And yet what we've seen, by and large, is 4 very distinct seasons that all, bar one, have had a very disappointing finish.
Yep.
And the one that didn't have a disappointing finish, yes, there was obviously the level of the players involved from a we kind of saw flashes of it through the season, but when you think about it longer, they still finished 6th.
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't great.
I think
this team hasn't finished higher than 6th.
I think you knew going into
since 2021.
You knew going into the season that there was very much going to be. It is a even if they're not going to call it, it's a reset. You're going younger. You are going with a different identity, and I understand you're going to lose. We've been saying this. You're going to lose a lot of people who don't have the patience, especially if you struggle to win consistently and have a lot of ho-hum performances, what they have. But at least if you can hang your hat on, you're building a foundation, you're building an identity, you're able to mold players. I think that buys you a bit more grace and it buys you a bit more of an overlook.
Hang on, here's my question.
Sure.
What is the Phoenix Rising identity?
And that's my point. That's my exact point.
I saw other identities prior to that. Of
course.
One, but I don't see a Phoenix. What defines Phoenix Rising football?
It's a great question.
It ain't winning. Seriously, you haven't finished above 6th in the last 4 seasons. You haven't hosted a playoff game for 4 straight seasons. I mean, we get past some dollars, we'll be good next year. So, very potentially, but even then, I think what we've seen is a mixed bag this year, even. And the assumption, I mean, look, if Phoenix Rising miss out on the playoffs, which is a very real possibility right now, we need to be perfectly open and frank about that. I don't think that they're necessarily more likely to miss than they're not. Neither does John Morrissey, by the way, with his projections. But we need to talk about that. There's a very real possibility that this team has actually downgraded somehow from last year to this year, if they miss, in what is a poor Western Conference. And that while there are pieces here, and people will say, well, there's pieces here because it's going to... I feel like people thought they were coming together at different times this year, and it never fully really did. You're reliant on the fact... I mean, look, let's be honest. Does Hope Avayevu come back? Maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves here now, but does he come back? Does he? I don't know.
I don't know if he has the size and physicality to play at a higher level, but I think he's got the technical ability to.
Agreed.
Right. That's the thing. It's why I don't necessarily like thinking about next year, because you're going to lose some guys.
Yeah.
You will. Right? If they're actually good enough in this league, really good enough, they'll be half on the radar elsewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I mean, that's just one example, by the way.
Oh, yes.
You've also got to get the striker signing right for next year, because I don't think it has been. But perfectly straight there. Ihsan Sacko has his moments, but the guy misses too many chances to be an out-and-out 9.
Yeah.
Similar criticism that a lot of people level at Remy Cabral, but I don't see it leveled at Sacco's feet as much. He does more, I think, than Remy in the team in different facets of his play. But I'm not sure I'd put him as I'd like seeing him as a number 9. I think he's better as a winger, or as a 10 kind of, false 9 type.
100%.
This team actually, to be honest, is defined. David's the thing. This team scores a lot of goals, but it's defined by the fact that there's no real goal scorer on the team.
Yeah, they kind of do spread it out. I mean, there's a lot we will get into, especially even this.
I feel like I've just derailed this entirely from New Mexico.
A little bit. That's it's understandable. Listen, there's a lot more.
Any other comments on New Mexico game? Actually,
not really.
Max didn't watch it. That's how you know. No.
John, Eric.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. A few comments asked about him. I thought it was a good performance from him. I thought he looked a little bit shaky early on. He missed a couple of passes. He had a really, really good pass out to Colin Smith to create one of Rising's very few chances. I didn't know he had that in him. He kind of shocked me with that. And in a difficult circumstance, I thought he performed really well. It was a promising first performance from him.
Yeah, I think it was promising. One good bit of news here, and this is very much we kind of went down this rabbit hole because you got to pay attention to these random league rules sometimes. There was one from a few years ago about loan players and being eligible for the playoffs. I can confirm no longer in effect, so he is playoff eligible. Okay. We had some concerns over that. The original rule, by the way, which went back to when they had reserve teams in this league, was that if you were a lone player, you had to play a minimum 5 regular season games, plus of which one must have been before the roster freeze. Mosu had not played one before the roster freeze. Happy to announce, I heard from the league yesterday, is not in effect. So, hey, we'll take that.
Some other stuff they got to, do, confirm playoffs and everything, but that is good to know.
Well, yeah, I know. But would you want to get in and then be like, this guy was the big guy who turned it around, and then all of a sudden it's,
It would be classic Phoenix Rising.
It would be the most.
Well, we do have to chat through the path to playoffs, and we'll chat about some scenarios, what's ahead and everything, because we're getting down to there, and we will do so on the other side of the break. Oh, man. I missed it. I missed the reads. I missed the partners. And I missed our friends at Gila River Resorts and Casinos. They got everything, right? They got the 4 Valley locations, right? We are always doing our thing at Wild Horse Pass. We love the football, but if you like the football, how about those Cardinals? Am I right, Noah? No. Hey, well, listen, we make it.
Hey, guys, it could be worse.
We make it more fun to be a diehard Arizona sports fan and diehard Arizona Cardinals fan, and that includes our watch parties. We have our away game watch parties at Gila River Resorts and Casinos at Wild Horse Pass in their upper deck area. Join us again next match. It's going to be great, right? We always have the food and beverage specials. We have giveaways, cool balloon arches. That's just a little fun thing, right? We always have the great stuff there. Check out all that they have. Again, the 4 Valley locations, you do you at Gila Resorts and Casinos. Again, visit playathila.com for more information. Also, got to shout out our friends over at Access Insurance Agency. For more than 15 years, Access Insurance Agency of Arizona has provided affordable and reliable car insurance to drivers in the Phoenix metro area. As a dedicated part of the local community, Access Auto helps Arizona drivers get insured by offering flexible coverage options and accepting various forms of ID, driver histories, and license types. By partnering with over 20 insurance carriers, they make it easy for you to compare rates, find the best policy for your budget. With bilingual Spanish-speaking agents at 9 convenient locations across the valley, Access agents are ready to assist customers in finding the right coverage for their budgets and identifying available discounts. Both cash and card payments are accepted for added convenience. Access Auto, trusted by the community, rooted in Phoenix, and ready to help. All statements are subject to the terms, exclusions, and conditions of all the applicable Odyssey. In all instances, the current policy contract language prevails. Coverages is subject to individual policy holders, meeting underwriting qualifications, state availability, other terms, conditions, and exclusions may apply.
This is that noise.
I think it's the ghost of Phoenix Rising.
It's a UFO. Max.
Hang on. I know.
Max is going on vacation.
No. Yeah, it's the Max's vacation alarm is going off. No, actually, Max, it's the eat your almond joy.
Yeah. Before we move on, eat the almond joy, Max. We got the likes.
We got the likes.
Eat the almond joy. Look how lovely it looks.
I really don't like how you're touching it. I'm gonna respectfully decline.
Eat the almond joy. You told the people you were going to.
I say a lot of things to people.
Yeah, he's told them he'd get them Polar Pops, and then he has to show up to home.
Hey, Max, how's your fantasy football team doing, mate?
0-5. Worst team in the league. How does that make everyone feel?
Max, we shouldn't derail this podcast thing for the people want to hear us talk about Rising and not my.
Sure.
Not my,
no, we all know that this realistically is a beat up on Max pod. Everyone kind of knows that.
They love Phoenix Rising. Well,
eat the almond joy.
Okay.
Eat the almond joy.
Let's Well, getting back to Phoenix Rising again, you're currently looking at the playoff positioning, right? I mean, they are very much.
We got
Max,
the
don't open
standings.
up
We do
at
have the
We do have the
standings, yeah?
standings.
Let's have a look at the standings.
So have a look. I mean, they are pretty much as holding on by a thread as you can get, right? Again,
Yeah, just about.
really quick, rounding out in numerical order from 1 through 12. We'll run through it. Tulsa, Sacramento, New Mexico, San Antonio, El Paso, Lexington, Colorado Springs. Phoenix is in that 8th spot. Orange County, Monterey Bay, Oakland, and Vegas. Again, Phoenix in that 8th spot. 33 points. Orange County, the next closest to them, 31 points. I mean, yeah, you have Monterey Bay and Oakland. Like, I think that's maybe a little bit too much to handle for them. So it's going to be Orange County as your main one. They're 2 points behind. Here's the key thing that you're looking at. Number one, Orange County has a game in hand on Phoenix Rising. Phoenix Rising has 3 remaining matches. Orange County has 4. The second point is Phoenix Rising, 2 out of the remaining 3 matches are away. And for Orange County, 3 of the remaining 4 matches are at home with 3 in a row to end the season. Now, we will say, right, you're looking at the opponents. You could say Phoenix Rising, maybe a bit lower caliber of opponents by and large compared to Orange County. But again, Orange County, when you're ending the season with 3 matches at home to finish out and you have a game in hand, that is not a bad place to be for you.
The other thing about it is Orange County have the tiebreaker over Phoenix
That's a
because
great
they
point.
just collapsed in the way that they did away.
Mhm.
Oh, that was fun, wasn't it?
Orange County, with the red card that was just a silly red card to take. And then kind of the free flowing game that followed from that.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Look, it's just not ideal. I mean, we'll go into while the screen, by the way, is currently prompting Max to eat the almond joy. We'll go into the specific games. I think we should go into some of these games and talk about it. So obviously for Rising, when you look at it, they will be away at North Carolina.
The whole thing, Max.
What is that noise?
It's a
Is he
UFO.
eating? No, he's not eating.
No, he's not.
I just had a bite. It
No,
was
you
so
didn't.
good.
No, you
Liar.
didn't, Max.
The
Eat the
UFOs
almond
are
joy.
coming to take Max away to make sure he eats the almond joy.
The only way that they will leave you
Which you
alone
can
is
find
when
at
you
Circle
eat the
K.
almond
Which
joy.
you can find at Circle K.
You can buy them at Circle K, but Max, eat the almond joy.
Good.
Every time you don't eat it, we're gonna
Max,
have to keep.
you
This
know,
is on
the
you.
diehards literally brought you these almond joys. Then the fans reached the like goal, and
Yeah, but
you're just
but
not-
I also.
See, we're even
I
at
don't like it.
25 right now. You said 15 off camera, then you said 20 on camera, then you started upping it to 25.
Is this become a diehard? Is this a nice
Become a
segue?
diehard. You two
Well
could
done.
bully Max Simpson.
Well done.
That's-
Eat the almond joy.
Good.
Max.
Let's continue on
No,
with.
eat the
let's
almond joy.
continue on with.
Eat the almond
I'm
joy.
not going to. This is,
Eat the almond
people are going to
joy.
listen to this for
Yeah.
the next 38 minutes, and it's going to be not great audio.
Probably
so we're just-
37.
well, that's fair. So we're going to move on. Right. You're looking at what's ahead. I mean, where if you're Phoenix
North
Rising,
Carolina away, San Antonio home. And,
Rex,
by the way, would
for
you
Phoenix
like a really
Rising.
fun fact from Phoenix
Please.
Rising's perspective? So Rising right now has guaranteed that they will have won the lowest amount of home games that this team has ever won, including under the name Arizona United in
Boy.
a season. So that does actually include seasons where they played fewer home games than they have this year.
Dear
because of-
gosh.
that's kind of how it is. But when you look into that though, it's if they lose to San Antonio and somehow make the playoffs, they will have done so
Yeah.
with the worst home record of any club
Mhm.
all time in USL Championship and its immediate predecessor leagues.
Yeah.
To make the playoff.
Yeah.
In fact, if they draw, there's only one team that's worse with a worse home record and has made the playoffs. That is 23 El Paso. If they win, there's about another 4 or 5 teams that are below them.
Yeah. I mean, these two, both these teams who are fighting for that 8th playoff spot, Phoenix Rising and Orange County. I mean, right? It's a bit of a clunker show, right? I mean, you both teams, they haven't won, since mid-August, right? You're picking up a point here and there.
2 wins in 15.
Hey,
Is it
it's
really
been
that
it's been
bad?
brutal.
Yeah, it
Again,
is,
to
isn't
again
it?
Not bad,
to quote Red Balls, like it's been brutal. There is not the only thing consistent with both of these clubs is that they are mid. They are mid. They are inconsistently yet consistently
consistently
mid. They are. I mean, they're bad. But that's the thing is like you honestly could get in a scenario where again, Phoenix Rising is only ahead by 2 points. With that game in hand, they could very much draw their way, and then Orange County is able to steal one 3 points in the last day, and Phoenix Rising could be playing a bit of waiting game. I mean, here's the scenario, right? Phoenix Rising, not only do they have those 2 out of 3 matches are away, it's in non-consecutive weeks. So this coming Friday, which we'll talk about a little bit later, they travel to North Carolina. They then come cross-country again back home. Then they travel cross-country again to visit Pittsburgh on the final match day of the season. Meanwhile, from Orange County's perspective, they're away to New Mexico. I mean, outside of going to New Mexico, it's a pretty quick away days. Nothing too bad from a travel. And then you host 3 matches to end. That lines up beautifully well with them. And you have the game in hand. It is tough. No, of course, the opponents, right? You're playing, Orange County. You're playing Louisville, right? New Mexico, you saw what they did against Rising. San Antonio and Indy, okay, cool. I mean, San
Antonio blew hot and cold.
Yeah, and Rising has to play San Antonio as well.
They do. Indy are just outside the playoffs on the Eastern Conference side, so they're going to have a lot to play for on the final day.
I mean, Rising's playing North Carolina, Pittsburgh Red-Hounds, middle of the pack within the East.
Yeah, but here's the thing. North Carolina are in a position at the moment where they would host. Pittsburgh are like a little bit behind that and are going to be hoping maybe to sneak up. We'll see if they need a result on the final day or not. Although, to be fair, there's also a big thing there in terms of being in the East. I think you very specifically want to try and avoid a first-round game against Louisville or Charleston.
Which makes sense, yes.
So there's also, even if they can't host, there's rationale for why you'd not want to finish 7th or 8th and take that last game seriously.
Absolutely, yeah. So you're looking at the warning signs. I mean, again, like the crazy thing is like Rising, in theory, like if they take care of business, I guess what am I doing the math? Actually, no. I mean, they do not control. I mean, they technically don't control their own destiny because they have the game in hand. But like, you can very much help increase the margins that you're working with. Not a fun feeling. Not a fun feeling. I mean, honestly, even New Mexico had the tiebreaker. Orange County had the tiebreaker. But even if you got a point, though, you would have at least said they'd have to match you in points, and in order to finish the season. So it's a bad look. It's a bad look. That last penalty, pretty brutal.
Really harmful in the end, I think, to Rising.
That might be is that a time of death of the season?
No.
Calling it? No?
I'd say
because they're still in this.
Okay.
This weekend could be because you could be behind after this weekend. If
the whammy of Orange County goes on the road, beats New Mexico United, Phoenix Rising loses on the road to North County.
If Orange County wins away, New Mexico and Rising loses to
they'd overtake them.
North Carolina.
Yeah. Or draws.
They would overtake them.
If Rising draw too, right?
Yeah, because Orange County has the tiebreaker.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
Although I think there's still a difference.
Yeah, I agree.
You got to bear in mind, if Rising falls behind by 1 point, they need 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
The difference there, if Rising is level, they only need 1 point.
Yeah.
If you go into the final day being 1 point behind Orange County, you'll know that you need to win and you need them to not win.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, on the final day, there's a difference there. Whereas if you're level on points for them, you can draw and hope they lose. There's a little bit more scenario-wise that you can get away with.
Yeah. Yeah, Rebels in the chat. Phoenix Rising team is literally the opposite.
Correct.
Remember when they used to not lose at home?
So they've not lost that many. They've lost.
They've only lost
14.
Remember when they used
draw
to win at
big
home?
unbeaten team.
Draw FC.
Max, you can leave. Take your almond joy and leave.
Got it.
Eat the almond joy, Max. It's still saying on there you need to eat the almond joy.
It's kind of crazy that outside that last loss to New Mexico, Phoenix Rising has not lost since August.
Don't let us down like Rising is.
Yeah, but that's again because they
draw.
They've won once in that span. They have.
I know they're draw FC.
It's. Oh my! It's shocking to see how
they could have had so many positions. I mean, you're looking at this. They have had the last 2 months to avoid the position that they're in.
Yeah.
And even if they squeak it in, I mean, you're not going to feel great about it. You're going to be clenching the entire time until the season is over. I mean, barring Rising wins the next 2 matches and, OC absolutely collapses down the stretch. But, it's tough, man.
Yeah, it is tough.
It's not great. Well, we got more to get into, and we can even talk more
eat the almond joy.
Specifically about North Carolina.
Eat the almond joy, Max.
I very much could.
No,
and maybe I will.
Do it.
You
will.
Do
on
it. You will.
The other side of the break.
Eat it.
Oh, man. These guys keep wanting me to eat this almond joy. They're losing their heads. If you're losing your head and you need to get your head back in the game, I recommend our friends at Branded Bills. Branded Bills, they're looking snazzy. Noah's rocking the Branded Bills hat. We're not going to really talk about what team he's supporting because it's a U of A, wrong team. But they do have, Branded Bills does have, team specific gear for U of A, for ASU, for the Suns. They are a local company. They are based out in beautiful Tempe, right? They just upgraded their facilities. I actually got a peek of it. It is insane how large of the space that they are working with. They are churning out gear after gear after gear, and not just the team partnerships that they have, but also they do so much custom gear, right? We have done custom PHNX gear. We have done custom ALLCITY Network gear. We do a ton of stuff with them. Go to brandedbills.com. Use that promo code BB PHNX for 15% off your first order. You will not be sorry that you did. Look good, look better with our friends over at Branded Bills. Also, talking about looking good, how about some Shady Rays? Shady Rays, you can block out the haters, even if they're sitting right next to you on the other side. Max. Shady Rays, they have all the great stuff, right? The blackout shades. They have the aviator style sunglasses. They even have like snowboard goggles. They have everything for you. Again, how it is in Arizona. It may be approaching fall. It may be approaching PSL season for those people who celebrate, but it is still always hot. It is always sunny. Take care of your eyes. Protect yourself with our friends at Shady Rays. Shady Rays, it has your back, and it has been rated 5 stars or better by over 300,000 people. Use that promo code PHNX for 35% off your polarized shades today. And again, you really will not be sorry. No lie. I mean, listen, Adman does not lie. The only sunglasses that I own and use are Shady Rays. They're that darn good. Everyone here at PHNX, they love them. And if you want, you know what? You will too. Check them out.
Adman doesn't lie.
Adman don't lie.
Max, you've promised multiple people in this chat that you would buy them a Polar Pop.
Don't you bring up Mojave Cooties. Don't do that.
And then you said you would eat the Almond Joy, and you haven't eaten the Almond Joy. You just lied again by saying you don't lie.
I don't lie about the partners. All right, we're back. PHNX Rising.
Well, you're lying about Circle K. You said you'd buy a Polar Pop.
No, I have.
Max,
but for a specific person.
Eat the Almond Joy purchased from Circle K.
The Almond Joy, Max.
We're back from PHX Rising.
Eat the Almond Joy.
Let's actually get back on topic.
Eat the Almond Joy, Max.
Phoenix Rising. Playing North Carolina.
No. Hang on. You say he needs to eat the Almond Joy?
Yeah. He needs to eat the Almond Joy.
Throw it to Noah behind the Mac. What are we thinking, Noah? He needs to eat the Almond Joy?
Max absolutely needs to devour that Almond Joy. Otherwise, I'll come over there and shove it in your mouth.
Whoa. It's crazy. What if I'm allergic to coconut? No one ever
You're not,
say that.
Max.
Well,
you literally confirmed to me that was a lie. You lied again. Yeah,
You
you
lied
lied to Owen about how he was allergic to coconut.
I respectfully decline. Appreciate it. Goldman Pat in the chat. What's up? What's up, my guy?
I mean, he's making his views known in there.
Yes, he is.
As we well know.
North Carolina FC.
That there are a lot of people
chat that matchup, right?
On a fan base wise.
One that Phoenix Rising very familiar with. Again,
are we? Or are they?
Super.
Very familiar with?
Familiar.
North Carolina?
They're sitting fourth in the East, right? Again,
First time they gone there in the league.
Yeah.
Right?
What's up?
First away day there in the league.
I know. They had the Open Cup last year, which seems genuinely so long ago. But right,
that's how
Mackenzie said you have to eat the Almond Joy since you never.
There's still another home game left, so maybe maybe.
Max, you're not going to that home game. Let's be real. ASU plays Texas Tech that day.
If Rising made a home playoff game, Max would turn up, having not been there all season long.
Yeah, well, that's not happening anytime soon.
It's not happening.
Got him. What do we think about North Carolina? Right, who are some guys? Right, again, you have some guys on your team. Could threaten.
Max, that's just kind of how sports work. Unfortunately, every team has guys that can threaten. That's just great analysis there from you.
Would you like to maybe name a couple?
Well, again, they have former San Diego Loyal guy Evan Conway. He scored 9 goals. Hasn't played the last 2 games, so who knows?
Tough.
He's their number 9 was I can't remember really doing whole bunch against Rising when he was with Loyal, but he's there. But their main threat to me is Michael Maldonado. He's created 47 chances this season, played in every league game. Don't know if he's played in the Jägermeister Cup, Max. So I know how much you love the Jägermeister Cup,
but of course,
I don't know if Mikey Maldonado has played in it. When you see a creator like that, it could cause danger. It's just another game where Rising needs to continue being so good defensively, like they were for 90 odd minutes against New Mexico, where they just don't allow anything, and somehow, some way, steal a goal and walk out with 3 points.
Yeah. I mean,
Max, any more opinions on sports?
oh
You
gosh,
said they've got players. What else do they got?
they got players.
Do they got nets and goals?
I would
and
really hope so. North
grass?
Carolina.
You think they have grass?
Probably got good barbecue too.
What does that have to do with sport?
You know what?
Sport is food culture.
I gotta be fair. I went to a place that was like quite highly touted for barbecue there, and I was really disappointed.
Wow. What'd you get?
I did get. I'm trying to remember. What did I get? I was just disappointed by it.
Oh,
That's
you
all I
just
can
blocked it
remember.
out your memory.
The thing is, though, this place also did fried chicken, and the fried chicken was really good.
I like
Okay.
that.
But the barbecue was not good.
Okay.
Or it was like it was okay. It was just a bit. Bit sad.
Max's neck
That's fair.
cracked really loud there, and I'm quite concerned now. Are you all right, man?
And back to North Carolina FC. Right. I mean, they have a +2 goal
Sounds like
differential
a
within
no.
the league. 39 points scored. It's kind of middle-ish of the pack.
Max is reading off the table.
Sure am. Within the East. I don't know. Again, like there's a North Carolina team where, maybe a bit more, I don't even want to say consistent. That's not the right word, but they're not going to be draw FC quite like Rising, right? They have certainly more wins. The form that they're coming in with is a little bit better. They did lose to Detroit FC 2-0 away in their last time out. They also end the season. They have 3 matches remaining. 2 of those 3 are at home. So maybe they can find a bit more consistency on their end, right? Establish that top 4 finish, kind of go up higher in the seeds. They do have a lot to play for, right? This is not by any means something that North Carolina looking to mail in. There's definitely a lot that they are going to want to bring to the table here.
They've also only dropped points in 5 home games. They've won 8, lost 3, and drawn 2. So they're not draw FC, and they're not win all their games away from home FC like Rising is. So they're going into the Fortress at his first Horizon Stadium at Wake Med Soccer Park. 2 sponsors in 1 match.
That's good.
How do you feel about that?
Good job for reading. Proud of you.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
First Horizon Stadium
Cary, North Carolina.
at West Med Soccer.
Yeah. Who do you expect for Rising to line up? Right. Again, there's been
That's a great question.
bit of some rotation here and there.
Not really by choice.
Look,
last
Danny
year.
I'm not
Flores is
saying
going to
that
be
there is.
available for this game. I expect to see him play.
Immediately. Yeah.
I think you probably see Colin Smith. I think you see Patrick Rakowski. I'd suggest that the back 2 central defenders. I'm not entirely sure. I'd say I think you see a Senge stay in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think who started at right center back? Why am I totally blinking on it was Poppin who?
Rafa.
Duh, I'm an idiot.
Because Salah Senge started
yeah.
out wide. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. It'd probably be I just don't think Rafa can be a full 90-minute guy.
Sure.
And I think he's kind of shown that. He had come off hurt. I don't think it was it was just tired.
From
more
what
so.
I gather, everyone is fine there.
Yeah,
By the way. Including the sickness that hit the team in the last game. People are back and fine. Hope had come down with some stuff. That's why he was off the bench last game. Sienna Emmers, of course, wasn't even on the bench. He was sick, and some other people I think also picked up bits. Not feeling great, but they are back. So I think then
I think those
I'd
two
say
go
the
right in.
midfield is going to feature Mosu, Emmers, and Hope.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you had an ideal one there. Calvin Arasa, is he alive? I don't know. We'll see.
What do you think the front 3 looks like then? Because I can't imagine them really changing it too much. I know
Yeah.
they like to get DJ in there, but Owen and I have pretty much
But
agreed
do
that
you-
he's not a full 90-minute guy. He's a
But is
substitute.
he?
I don't
But
disagree.
here's where the hit question for me hinges. It comes down to whether you want DJ or you want Remy, and it's not
Yeah.
like for like swap there. But
Yeah.
it very much impacts how you're gonna kind of lay them out there in terms of the wide players you're gonna choose to play. I feel as though Charlie Dennis probably
Mhm.
maintains his position because
Nice.
at the end of the day, I think he's still one of the better players attacking wise.
I think you have to. I think you just want to see from this lineup.
For his flaws, he's one of the few players that you see who'll kind of just
take the game.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's exactly what I was gonna say. Of like in this matchup, especially knowing what's at stake, like you cannot afford to play a conservative. You cannot afford to eke out another draw and hope that Orange County just does not catch you. Like I want to see an aggressive, more progressive midfield that can attack and can at least, like, even if you're gonna maybe sacrifice a bit on the defensive side of things, I just want to see a little bit more ball progression. I want to see that take it to them. So it's gonna be interesting on what that lineup looks like. Score. This is tough. This is tough at this time of year.
2-2. I go 2-2. I think I've gone 2-2
they are
every
draws,
game.
in your mind.
But I've not. Last week I went
Rising
2-2. I went 2-2 a few weeks before that. I went 3-3 when it was 3-3 against Oakland. That was something.
I will say
we'll go 2-2.
North Carolina's going to win 2-1.
Fair enough.
Oh wow, they lost FC.
We just put an FC after everything. Max FC.
They're a football club. Noah, what do you got?
9-1.
To who?
Rising.
Okay.
Ambitious.
I always love the optimism.
If you had said the opposite, I could have agreed.
I don't know if I could have, because I think that if a game is that open, Rising score more because they do.
That
score
is true.
Goals.
Yeah, I kind of actually like Owen's thoughts. 2-1 loss.
See, a 2-1 win is a very good result for Rising. Okay,
Yeah,
and
great.
I think at that point, to me, winning away in North Carolina, I don't know if a 1 win is going to be enough.
I don't
to
think
make the
so.
playoffs. I think it
Help.
might be.
It very well could be.
It very well could be. It's not going to be enough
Just
to
the
make
game.
you feel
The game at
comfortable
hand
going
makes
into the
me
last
sweat,
game.
man. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, but when you're in that position in the table, points in hand, points in the bag are better than points.
No,
games in
I
hand.
also
That's
don't
the key
disagree.
thing.
I just think it's to me with Orange County, even if they leave it late, like to me, I just don't see them. I know they're facing good competition, but especially given where even like Louisville, for example, like how they're going to have things like, I don't know how much it's going to be the second to last game. So they're still going to be playing some guys. They don't want to get too rusty, but I mean, Orange
Remember,
County,
they demolished Rising in the final home game.
I understand that. And that's what I'm getting at is like Orange County, they're ending with those 3 matches at home. I don't want to play too much scoreboard watching, but like if you're looking at it from their perspective, how many points are they realistically going to drop? Like, I don't know. That's the tough part.
I think also like 2 of those home games they have, they're against Louisville and Indy. While Louisville is good, Indy is not so much. That's not, Louisville to Irvine and Indianapolis to Irvine. That's not the a direct.
No,
Indianapolis might. I actually don't know.
I'm not a flight person.
You're not a.
I'm not a pilot. I'm not a legit.
You're not
logistic.
an air traffic
Man, in
controller.
the chat, 2-1 Rise, and we desperately need the points and positive thoughts. I appreciate that. James Wilson in the chat with the negative vibes. I'm with Owen and myself on this one. 2-1 loss for Rising. White Balls 3-0 for Rising because this year makes no sense. Honestly,
Valid analysis.
Golden Pat needs
I've
4
stopped-
points minimum.
We predict
Facts.
that this league is almost defies any prediction, especially the West.
Yeah, honestly, the 9-1 from
the
Noah on
funniest
it
thing about
probably
this,
makes the
I
most
think,
sense.
is seeing the fact that it is exactly what we were saying weeks ago, which is that this is this group of teams that love to play chicken with a playoff line, of which Rising is one of.
Yeah.
And Orange County are kind of doing the same thing
They
here.
kinda are.
Orange County could have been above the playoff line if they'd have won their last game. They would have been.
4 teams haven't won a game in the last 5. 2 of them are Rising in Orange County. The other 2 are Oakland and Vegas, who
Disgusting.
Vegas, who forfeited their game on the weekend, by the way, because they brought a sub on who wasn't listed on
Genuinely
the team sheet.
disgusting.
Truly
Las Vegas
extraordinary
Lights.
stuff.
It's
Las Vegas
incredible.
Lights, who lost 3-1, but it's okay because the league went in afterwards and said it was forfeited, so it's 3-0 now.
I was going to say, take off that goal scored. Yep.
But they took off all the Rhode Island scorers as well because it was just given as a 3-0 awarded win.
On in the chat, 1-1, another
I do think
draw.
this is a big thing to say, and Golden Man Pat's going to bring it up there, and I think
That's a fair.
we can
point.
do it the other side
Fair.
of the break or not if you want. What do you want to do?
Let's not get on the other side of the break.
On the other side of the
you
break.
love your ads, don't you, Max?
I do love
Simpson?
our partners. We'll see you on the other side. I love our partners because they're the best. They're the best. They have great stuff, like our friends at Rally House. Rally House is the go-to spot to shop all your favorite local AZ sports teams gear. Again, we're not just talking Rising, which they do have. They have a bunch of like like all the stuff, all the staples that you want, right? You got the shirts, they got jerseys and whatnot from all these teams, but they also have like the weird random stuff that you're thinking, I don't need that until you see it and you want that, right? They have shot glasses, they have mugs, they have pints, they have socks, coolers,
Almond
signage,
Joys?
drinkware. Actually can't confirm. Rally House has all the great stuff there. Again, it's not just for Rising, it's Suns, Cardinals, Mercury, D-backs, ASU. You know that. They have everything there. They carry only Arizona sports teams too. Again, it's not like you're going into like one of those other places where it's like, here's some like Dallas Cowboys stuff. No, none of that here. Go to Rally House. They have their 3 locations throughout the valley. Find your local Rally House location and shop their entire product assortment online today at rallyhouse.com. Also, love talking about our friends at Circle K.
Do the meal deal, Max. Do the meal deal.
Do the meal deal.
We've been speaking about this in your absence.
I know the meal
You
deal
know the
matrix.
one.
Oh, the meal deal matrix.
Yeah, but you know the meal deal, though. There's one in particular that's of interest to our good friend Rees.
Oh, is it the hot dogs?
Yeah, tell us about the meal deal.
Oh, the $3 meal deal with the hot dogs with the
No.
tornado. You can select some chips and, of course, our lovely Polar Pop up to 44 ounces.
Rees, you getting a meal deal?
If you're
Big hot dog
No
guy,
hot
Rees.
dog.
if you're not brave enough like
They're
Reese's
of a-
stomach,
they're of a-
but by the way, Brave Circle K, they have the best hot dogs, much better experience than what Reese's had. The $4 meal deal,
Not hot.
Circle K breakfast sandwich, hash browns, any flavor of a 16-ounce energy drink or medium coffee or Polar Pop, and then the $5 meal deal, 2 slices of pizza, and then any 20-ounce soda or Polar Pop. They got all the great stuff there. Check out our friends at Circle K, where you can buy darn near everything, even the Almond Joys. They're at
Eat
your
the Almond
own
Joy.
convenience.
Oh, you can buy an
Check out our
Almond Joy
friends
there.
at
You can buy an
Circle
Almond
K.
Joy.
Also, before we forget, check out our
Aw.
friends, Chicken and Pickle, PHNX Cardinals tailgate. The season is an absolute train wreck, but the
The people might
the
do it if
vibes-
you eat the almond.
but the
Joy.
vibes are not a train wreck because they are
Misery
fantastic.
loves company.
And the event's going to be super baller. Again, October
That may not be the way that you want to market it, but it's.
October 19th, 11 a.m. at home versus the Packers. Check out our Chicken and Pickle tailgate. Go to gophnx.com/events to RSVP for this free event. And you know what? You guys will like this.
Oh,
They are buying drinks.
oh.
So
Is Max buying drinks?
I mean, Max is buying drinks.
Max is buying drinks.
There we go.
Max is buying drinks and
Now Max
eating
will eat
Almond
the
Joys
Almond
right
Joy.
now.
James in the chat, student get some Rising swag. Yeah,
No.
totally fair. We're gonna. What we need to do? We need to wait till the season's over. And
Then
if
buy
let's
on
say if
sale.
they don't make it, we'll have like some Dark Rising kits. Make a little barrel, a
Max
funeral.
is buying Rising Kids.
Oh, whoa.
Eat the Almond Joy.
Yeah, I'm good.
Just quit talking and eat the Almond Joy.
I'm
Let's
good.
make it easy on
I'm good.
everyone.
Whoa. You're a very troubled man.
Eat the almond joy.
You're a very troubled man. What else
The
do we
people
got?
have spoken. Eat the almond
Yeah,
joy.
people say a lot, so do I.
Max is
they
buying
Kevin!
beers. Go.
What else we got?
Kev, remind him. He's got to eat the almond joy.
He doesn't.
Remind him, please.
And he's 0-5 fantasy
Okay,
football.
okay.
Thank you
That's
for
just
reminding
a low-
me. We forgot about that slightly, only for the last 20 minutes or so. But Max, 0-5 in fantasy football.
So
You're buying beers and you won't eat the Almond Joy. Eat the Almond Joy and it'll all go away.
Max is going to Waffle House.
What else we got? What else we got?
Yeah, we should talk about the homestand because there was a comment a little bit further up.
Is that right? One more
Thank you, Rees.
one more time. One more
That was
time.
analysis for me.
Thank
6
you.
games, 6
Imagine
points.
how much nicer it would be if they didn't waste 2 different 3-game homestands the last 2 months.
Yeah, it's kind of
The last one especially. Look, we said, I think, for months that this 3-game homestand, the Loudoun, New Mexico, Oakland one, had a real feeling that ultimately that this was going to be the season-defining one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in
UFOs are
Noise
back.
is back.
The UFOs are back.
Sandwiched in between each of those 3-match homestands, right?
We're going to
Was
get out and it's going to be like
that
Kev doing something
was
weird,
that
isn't
I know,
it?
right? Was that away trip to Sac where they got the point? If you're looking at those 6 home matches, right? You have got a whopping. Let me do the math here. 6 points.
I already did the math.
6
there,
points
Max
from
Simpson.
6 matches. That's an average of 1 point a match. Not great, Bob. Not great, Bob.
That first homestand though was such an opportunity just to get.
And you feel good.
Get a
the
good run.
4-1 win against Colorado Springs. You're
Then
thinking
you
like
go
you feel
out
good.
and blow a 3-0 lead against
Dude.
El Paso. You have the 3.
And then the
6
lights.
points.
Man
If Rising
down.
had won that El
Even though it was
Paso
late,
game,
but still.
the points that they would have gotten from those first 2 games would have equaled the same amount of points they ended up getting. The Lights one was unacceptable in a way where you just cannot ever play like that.
Yeah.
You had an opportunity to get 9 points from that 3-game homestand, which would have given you 4 more points in the league, which would have put you in.
Also, who you played? You're not playing good teams. There are some bad teams in that stretch.
They would be in 4th, I believe, if they had those 4 points, because I think they have that.
You have not gotten 3 points against El Paso, Lights, Roots. It's just bad. It's so bad.
It's very bad. But you know what's worse? The fact that Max Simpson won't eat this almond joy.
Eat the almond joy, man.
Yeah. Huh?
Eat the almond joy.
Yeah, it's been a
There are
tough
people
one.
who've never watched this pod before and have absolutely no idea.
But to
what
be
on
fair, this
earth-
is what this pod has unfortunately come to.
when
so.
Max is here, yeah, normally, yeah. Eat the almond joy.
Oh, boy.
Max.
Yeah, did you see that in World Cup news? Did you see that?
Who? What? I only
That
pay
we will
attention to
not
the
be paying for
Jägermeister
tickets,
Cup.
and we
Well,
will.
no, there's apparently been like 1 million volunteers signed up.
Oh,
Because no one wants to. Because no one wants
I
to.
will
pay
say
the
to go
ticket
to
prices.
Pat's comment here, Rising is so inconsistent, so just
That's a fair point.
it has flaws that I think have been apparent for a while.
There are levels
there've
to
been
this. There
attempts
are
to
some
fix
teams
it,
like that
hasn't
we named that are like they are bad. As in like even Rising hasn't stooped that low.
Well,
in
however-
recent-
look at the
however-
table. And look at the teams they've played down there. I mean,
but they're
Vegas-
still above. There are still levels. Like Rising are not a good team, and I would call them
They
a
haven't
bad team.
forfeited a game yet this season.
I would
guess.
call them a bad team. Like Rising is not like bottom of the bins. You are scraping
Max,
the barrel.
if you miss the playoffs in this league, you're a bad team.
I'm not. I
sorry.
just said they were a bad team. I just said they were a bad team. What I'm saying is there's a difference between 8, even 9 missing the playoffs and like the 12 and 11, where there is a level to that. That is a mediocrity.
To be clear, all 4 teams that are currently outside the playoffs, Rising has at some point dropped points to.
Again,
this year.
I'm not disagreeing that Rising's bad. I'm not disagreeing that the
Like-
other teams are bad. I'm saying those teams are worse. There is
on the
levels
other,
to
on the other side of that
mediocrity.
coin, though, and they've also beaten all 4 teams.
It's also that. Like, yeah.
It's
There's a there's levels to this mediocrity. Yeah.
I mean, the other thing to note here, and this is kind of the interesting one. Obviously, you still have San Antonio to play. If you don't beat San Antonio, you haven't done the double over anyone.
yeah.
yay.
Okay.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Now, Max, eat the almond joy.
I'm good.
The
Okay.
almond
It's
joy.
the aggression. I don't know how to describe the. Just like Rees is so in on this.
How about the
Eat the almond joy.
Eat the almond joy, Max
go near the
Simpson.
mic.
Eat the
He's
almond
moved.
joy.
He's moved.
Just eat it and then it'll go away.
No, I'm good.
Max, eat it, and all of this will go
I won't
away.
be pressured.
We'll stop.
How about US?
Bonnie said. I
US
said early
what?
on in the season.
There's a
that
lot
these
of things
judges
in
would
the
not make
US.
US playing Ecuador.
I could not care less.
Oh, stop.
Nope, couldn't care less in the
Should we
slightest.
talk about
Christian
something real?
Pulisic?
Should we talk about
Yeah.
something real until he eats the almond joy?
Sure, do
the
it.
Jägermeister Cup
Sure.
final did just happen, didn't it, Reese?
It did.
Hartford won.
Hartford won.
Joey Farrell and Babu Karjai with a trophy. 3-arm trophy.
I thought Babu's in Oakland, or am I completely missing?
I believe he's in.
Oh, you're right. He did get cut from Oakland, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. What a time.
What a trade.
He was released. It
What a-
wasn't a trade.
what a
They
swap.
just outright dumped him.
What a
no,
swap.
the Formella for
Yes.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yes.
That was
paid
the
off
original.
for 3 months.
I
4
mean,
months.
honestly, in hindsight, it
Well,
worked,
look,
but also like
you get that title run. Since then,
I mean, to be fair, Formella did score. He did help.
beat-
He helped put Loyal in
he
the box.
put Loyal in a box.
It's true.
Your second favorite team, Max, right after Reno.
Rising's not even up there.
No,
It's fair.
you don't ever go to their games. So
I support them from afar. We all have different fandom. What are we doing? This is crazy. This is the witching hour. This is the
See,
the
Max,
wacky hour.
there is now a brand on there that isn't a partner.
eat
And it would go
the
away if you just ate the
almond joy,
You
Max.
can,
Eat the almond joy.
You can
Eat it right
you
now.
can get it by
It
Circle
It
K.
would
Eat
go
it
away
right
if you just ate
this
the almond joy.
second, Max.
Yeah, we know free ads, Noah. Come on.
Eat
now.
the almond joy, Max.
No, put it back up, Noah. Put it back up. Don't be
let this man
pressured.
bully you.
Whoa,
Don't be
no.
pressured.
There's standards we have here.
Unless he eats the almond joy, don't let him bully you.
Don't let him bully you of keeping the almond joy.
No, we appreciate
the
Noah.
brand redacted.
We appreciate Noah. We see eye to eye with Noah.
I'm pretty sure he's taller.
No,
than you.
Noah the goat. There we go. Thank you, Ken.
Noah,
Yeah.
maybe the goat man. Is it maybe or like may space B?
Who knows? But what we really want to know is
What is from Elden?
when's Max eating the almond joy?
Eat the almond joy.
Guess we'll find out.
Just eat the almond joy.
Yum. Okay.
Eat the almond joy.
Oh gosh, you're like,
Eat the almond joy.
don't eat the almond joy. They are the candy corn of bars. You
That's
guys are doing a power
exactly
ranking.
why we're trying to get Max to eat the almond
I mean,
joy.
candy corn's actually
And
not
now
bad, so.
we can't get almond joy as a sponsor, but that's okay. So Max, eat the almond joy.
Well, no, I actually was working on
The
something.
man
That's
has
okay.
0 fantasy football
Hey,
wins. You are
Kevin,
correct.
this is partly your fault to blame.
Why?
I lost to Kevin.
Well, that's not his fault then. You're
That's-
just a loser.
Yeah, that's
Who's
your
the
fault.
almond joy of Phoenix Rise?
He's the almond joy Phoenix Rising. Oh,
That's
that's a risky one. I'm not touching that.
that's
with a-
disrespectful
I'm
to
not
any
touching
rising
that with a
player.
10-foot pole.
That's fair. What's your favorite? What candies were you ranking earlier?
Ones that you wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. You wouldn't know them. You wish you could know them, but you don't.
He's not wrong, to be fair. It's better than...
Absolutely, it's way better than almond joys.
Wow.
Actually, we were talking about bounties, and at least with an almond joy, you get an almond.
Max, how do you feel about waffles?
Love waffles.
You love eating loads of them at the Waffle House.
Brand redacted. Let's not put that up
when
there.
you're 0-5 fancy football team.
I'll be fine.
Any last comments, boys? We do have like 3 minutes, maybe 4, maybe.
Wow.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's
Quickly.
gone. Yeah, it's been.
No,
Time
I was
flies.
just saying I can't believe we have that much time
Time
left.
flies
Hey.
and you don't eat your almond
It's
joy.
really
Eat the
dragging
almond
on.
joy.
It's like
Eat
I
the
never.
almond
It's like I
joy.
never
Eat
enough.
the
And
almond
I've
joy.
been back here for months.
This is the problem. See, we've been way too focused when we've
Yeah.
not had Max here, and then Max comes back, and immediately it just descends to like.
How's
How can we
Tottenham?
like poke?
We're doing well. We're actually doing
Poke.
well. Yeah,
Poke.
Spurs are doing solid. You guys are
Oh.
top of the table.
7 games in.
That is
Freddie
forever-
Morel.
forever been the almond joy around.
Great.
In
Great.
fairness, he didn't intend it this way, but he did give us one of the coldest photos I think we've had when he did the little like the L and the kiss. Like
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Like, and he didn't mean it like that. I believe it was a tribute to his kid.
Wasn't that against
Um,
Miami FC
It
though?
think
was
so.
against Miami FC,
Oh,
and
Messi,
it was
yes, it
just iconic because it is just like, and now that they don't do that to many teams anymore, apparently.
No.
but it's iconic.
If he had done it against Loyal, it'd be unlimited aura. But against Miami FC, it's kind
To
of
be
losing
fair, they
aura.
kind of
almost.
deserve it though.
Yeah, but it's like beating a dead horse, you know, or just like beating a man while they're already down. It's something Max would do. It's just it's a bit rude.
Oh my.
Speaking of which, they are 12th again. Are we ever going to get it as good as the Bakero Sante Jan days? I don't know. There were some really good days back then. I don't know if we're going to see them ever again. We'll see.
We will see.
Remember back when Rising didn't lose a single game at home?
That feels like 4 years ago.
It is true.
That's because it was. I bet Max was eating almond joys back then.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh come on, Max.
been re-
Makes it fun.
I've
You know.
been re-
Hey, Amanda Wilson says you missed me. Make it fun.
Yeah, we did miss you because otherwise we'd have to eat the almond joy. But you're here.
Yeah,
so
no one
You're
has
eating
to-
the
You
you
almond
can
joy,
eat
Max.
the almond joy.
I actually don't mind almond joys. I'm
Okay,
actually
then
not
eat
doing
the almond joys.
No, I'm doing it at this point. 'cause
Eat it
I gotta do it
then.
on my own free will.
The people, you told people, you of your own free will said 20 likes.
Yeah, and you botted your way.
No, we did not.
No, we didn't. They're not bots.
And it's also 25 now,
You don't
Max. You
understand what a
absolute
bot
fraud.
is. Max is
Don't
genuinely
say
good.
Murgers are losing because of me. That's crazy.
That's
It's true.
probably true.
The vibes that you brought to this city because you don't.
To
Did
the
you just
city.
make the background and almond joy of the screen?
What? Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
I don't know. There's like
What
a
are we doing?
bluish tint to it all. I don't know.
No, it's not.
Okay,
It's just getting
okay.
late.
That
There are real comments here, by the way.
There are.
People talking a lot about obviously the club president. I understand that there's a obviously deeper concern. There will be when something goes over a
Post
prolonged
almond
period of
joy.
time, right? It's understandable. Bonnie, what do we think of the chance of Pa-Modou Kah still around for next season? I don't know. I think there's a project there. He obviously, I think, will want to continue that one into next year. I do think that Goalie Pat's got a good point here in that, quite frankly, if you've fired 2 coaches in a row in the way they have, like started 2 seasons with coaches that you subsequently fire quite quickly, I think the real question there is the recruitment process that you're going around, especially the amount of time they spent on Pa-Modou Kah. I don't think he could possibly go alone. I think if he goes alone, it just makes the club out to be jokers at that point, quite frankly, because they have... I don't know, but regardless, I mean, they make the playoffs. You never know. There's a longer project play here. Whether he'll be able to see it out or not, that's not a question for us. We'll see.
Guess we'll have to see. Well, until next time, so much fun to talk about. But
Eat
this has been
the almond
another
joy.
episode of the
Eat the
PHNX
almond
Rising
joy.
podcast. Of course, you could follow us at PHNX__Rising. I'm not gonna even say because I already know
Double the
exactly.
underscores, double all the
Yeah,
almond
yes.
joys. Max will be eating.
Yes.
It's a beautiful game, but it's way more beautiful.
Wait,
When
wait,
Max
wait,
eats
we
it,
do
the
the
almond
Twitter.
joy.
the almond
You
joy.
do the Twitter follows. You can follow me on Twitter, Max Evans. You can follow Owen on Twitter, OJ-Evans18.
You can follow Max
Rees on
at
Twitter,
Max
Rees11_. You can follow Noah on Twitter at Noah actually doesn't want you to follow him on Twitter.
He wants
actually
Max to eat an almond joy, though.
outright
You do want
refuses
Max
it.
to eat the almond joy, don't you?
Yes.
It's a beautiful game. It's when you make
Max
when
eats
you
an almond
make
joy.
the
When Max
return
eats
to
an almond joy.
pod
When Max
and
eats
your
an almond joy.
co-hosts
When Max eats an almond joy. When Max eats an almond joy. When
immediately
Max
just,
eats an almond joy. Eat the almond joy, Max.
We all silly like the mayor.